Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
They believe in musical theater. Though the dancing should be entertaining and wonderful, it's not just dance for dance sake. It needs to move the story forward. Robert O'Hara, our director, his vision starts with Dorothy being in Kansas. What would it be like for Dorothy today, who's a girl who has access to internet? So she would be savvy about certain things. She loves Shakespeare. That's why we're on the Shakespearean stage. She loves old school music, which is the music the original WIZ was based in, the 70s. That flavor, that funk, you know. And so she's into old school, but she also will have influences of today's world. I'm talking from a dance perspective, and it's a dream in her head. And these are all things that are in her subconscious. The way people are dressing, the way we move, the way we pair people up. It's the world today. Though she's living in Kansas, Robert would ask, what's the 16-year-old perspective in this? And I love that. So with the funky monkey dance that we do, we put some of the movements from today on top of things that, yeah, a 16-year-old would see this and be like, oh yeah, that's kind of aggressive and could be quite scary or exciting. 6. This is the assistant choreographer, Lauren Hamilton. And this is our dance captain, Christopher Young. I work with an assistant. We sit down at my kitchen table. It starts in New York. We talk about how our director, Robert O'Hara, described things. And guys, it's great if I can get that. And then we say, okay, what's this sound like? We listen to the music. And the music is quite telling. It's telling. And often I'll just start dancing.
Right.
and
then I'll be like,
this is what you did. And she starts to interpret it. The music helps us.
Yeah, I was going to say, the first thing that we do is count the music.
And the music changes themes. Like there'll be a section that's doing this, and then it changes. And so we say something has to happen.
It's a new phrase.
A new phrasing. And so that tells us something instinctually. Oh, something else is going on. Yeah. And then I felt like the biggest event was the capture of Dorothy.
Right.
Yeah? That we capture her, and there's a big moment in the music that's like, boom. Yeah. Right. And that's the event that we got her. Right. Mission accomplished. And then the flying monkeys or the funky monkeys can celebrate and do the victory dance at the end.
A big way about making sure that the storyline is moving forward through movement, through Byron's brain, from my perspective, something that I've seen is making sure that whatever the actual movement is serving the story. And that's something he says a lot. How is this serving the story in order to propel the story forward with our movements? But with Lauren and with Byron not necessarily knowing the space, and with me having worked at OSF once before and knowing what the Elizabethan theater looks like, that's kind of the layer that I'm like the last layer, that kind of extra sprinkle whenever they have these full ideas completely compacted and ready to go, and we get into rehearsal and we see the staging, and I just say, well,
he'll remind
we have
us
this space to work with,
we can't get through there because there's a pole standing there. Just not in the rehearsal room.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how we work together. It's 3 different points of view that sometimes they agree, sometimes we disagree, sometimes we collaborate, sometimes we completely throw it away. But at the end of the day, it's bigger than the 3 of us.
But I have to give kudos to the cast and the whole entire team.
For sure.
The stage management, everyone sets up a place of support that we can do the best work possible. The musicians, Darcy, our musical director, everyone. It's a collaborative effort. Our rehearsal pianist, John.
John, he's always in there.
6, 1. This is an African-American perspective, but it's a part of American life. And now everyone has connections to the WIZ.
Right.
Like, yeah, I know the WIZ. I think that's an honor, and I think I'm loving to celebrate that with these people.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The cast is pretty fearless, and they will take this and make it their own and make it more than I could ever imagine. and put their authenticity on it, and that's when it flies. And even with the choreography, I'll make it up. It's not in my muscle memory.
But
they do it more than I do. And I'm
sure.
like, I'll start to do it and start changing it.
Really, that's not what you did.
It's not
But
the
at the same time, I think, to quote you, it's freedom within the form.
Yes.
That's the motto of the way that we choreograph. We give you the form, we give you the format. These are these steps. Do it in this way. However, no one can tell you your spirit or what you're going to bring to it, how you're going to enhance it, how you're going to storytell. They're going to bring themselves to it. I
As
think
long as
that's
they're on
important
these
too.
counts, by here,
Right.
you know, that's the form, and then you just say fill it.
And then,
fill it.
I think I'm most excited about the collaboration of all the artists. I think that since day one, the actors have been amazing. Each of the pieces is a different style, whether it's swing or, you know, we're funky monkey, or we're stepping, or, you know, doing hip hop, or, you know, jazz funk, or classical even, when we take it to Oz and we're in that Elizabethan era. I'm just really excited about the collaboration of all the artists with the vision of Robert and the choreography and the actors. It's going to be magical.
It's such an honor when I'm standing in front of these artists and ask this, and they say, let's try it. With a bit of trepidation sometimes, but that's such a wonderful thing, and I realize, okay, you know what? I have the best job in the world right now.